such an asshole.
Asshole Consulting is coming up on a dozen years old, I think. It's March 14th, 2014. Yeah, that'll make it a dozen years old. And you see enough pattern recognition. It's a superpower. It really is, because of the normie conformities and inferiors. Or you just have the boldness to say, yeah, everyone recognizes patterns. We're just the ones that say it. And with a 100% accuracy, I know whether you're lying to yourself, on drugs, are a lazy millennial fuckwit, a pothead, alcoholic. I got a buddy, cop buddy, and he's really good at it. We went into North Vegas, and you could tell guys are on drugs versus drunk. I could tell that much, but he could tell you what drug they're on based on how they're twitching. He's like, oh yeah, that's fentanyl, that's heroin, that's just booze. And then there was some new Chinese drug coming over. But he's really good. He's eagle eye Charlie over there. I could see it in your writings. You want to know what the number one sign that you're a fucking loser and don't have your fucking shit together is? You send me Chad Elkins's favorite thing, and that is Walls O text. I swear to God, I regret it now. I should have saved all the Walls O text emails I got. So I have the names. I could do a longitudinal study and look these people up in 20 years. I guarantee you're living out of dumpsters. What? I don't know what it is with the chemicals or the laziness or what. But man, like none of you think to use a fucking paragraph. And invariably and inevitably, I find out, it's all the same bullshit. I got this ostensible problem about my car, my finances, my career, my love life, whatever. And then the real problem comes out later. This is the classic fucking example, although these people occasionally use paragraphs. Classic fucking example is, hey, Kepi, I got girl problem. She's a really great gal. She wants to get married. And I'm just wondering if it's okay. I'm like, I don't know anything about her. Why don't you tell something about her? Well, she's this, and she's sweet, and she's kind, and we have sex. Okay, cool. I don't care. I wouldn't get married, but, that's you, man. But, okay, she sounds fine, I guess. Yeah, except for the abuse, and she slashes my tires, and there's some other guy, and she's got 3 kids. Where the fuck was that? You don't waste my time. You don't. You guys don't waste my time because they have all these taxes, right? All these taxes. There is the Wallo text tax where you send it. I've gotten Walls O text and long drug-addled millennial. And I've said, I'm not reading that. I am not taking the 15 minutes out of my day to read what I know is long, rambling, don't get to the point bullshit. Look, if you guys want to write that shit, go journal. I give Paul Bauer guff for journaling. There's nothing wrong with journaling. If you need to go journal. When you conduct business, right? Because your dad's never told you this. No one gives a fuck about you. No one cares. You know why they don't care? I mean, they don't want you getting hit by a truck. They don't care about you because they have their own fucking life going on. And in addition to Walls O text and voice to text and rambling, meandering thoughts and pot and drugs and this, and it's spilling out into the text. You guys are completely solipsistic, just like with the women you all want to critique. You don't think other people exist. You think people are there to serve you. You got all the time in the world. Hey, quick question, Chad. Here's my box of receipts. You got that? Here's me barfing out my diarrhea, vagina, excrement, slop onto your fucking page. I charge you for that. And I can spot it. I smell it like a fucking Jedi Knight. Here it is. What 3 emails in a row. I haven't even responded to the first one. Just, okay, it's going to be $100 for me just to read it. And I'm not promising I get back to you on any of this. This does not guarantee service. This is just to pay me to read your fucking bullshit. Now, this guy ain't that bad, but then there's the fuckery at the end. And so I think I did a video about this before, and all the fraggy-vaggies got hurt. All right. And so I'm going to, it's the classic, because we've had this before. Here's my stated problem, and your real problem is this. And I'll tell you right now how this works. Everything in this fucking community, whether it's the red pill or finance or self-improvement, it all of it assumes you're a real fucking man. You're not a fucking loser, and using all this stuff as an excuse. And if you want to use it as an excuse, well, fucking use it as an excuse and stop trying to succeed in the real world, okay? Stop being a girl. Stop trying to have your cake and eat it too. Cappy, is there a way I could be a pothead fucking douche canoe who lives at home and has no money and jerks off to the prawn and you know I got herpes on my mouth, and why can't I get to shut the fuck up? None of this works unless you follow my first cardinal rule, and that is be a real fucking man. Not just a real man, be a high quality man. There's so many reasons, but the two main reasons is, one, because you're going to die, all right? So why don't you be a quality man and not piss your fucking life away? That's reason one. And reason number two is then you know it's not you who's got the problem. Even before most of this happened, I was merely a blood. Let's go through it again. I'm going to tell the story again. Because you modern day millennials, maybe more Zoomers, that this would be foreign to you. You'd be like, what? I was, God, what was I? 27, 28, 28, maybe younger. I don't know. I can't even remember which bank I was working for, but I was a senior analyst. I wore a fucking suit. I had rental property, probably before 30. No parent help. Admittedly, housing prices are way more expensive now, adjusted for inflation. All me, all 100% me, no debt except for my mortgage. I woke up one day, because if you didn't, we wouldn't be here. I went to work. I was in my suit. I did my senior analyst banking economist thing. I made my money. I knew I was collecting rent. I was also collecting my online courses through Ed2Go, which I guess those courses are still out there. I was collecting that because I made these courses, and then I taught dance classes. I went right from work to teaching 3 hours of dance classes. I come back. I went to the Times Cafe. It ain't there anymore because Minneapolis fuckwits. It was one of the few decent jazz clubs. There it was, Vic Valari and the Valari Lounge Orchestra. They're still playing today. If you like some fun, crooner type of music, I recommend going and tuning in to Vic Valari and the Valari Lounge Orchestra. There's the dance floor. I saw a girl. You want to dance? I'm in my fucking suit. I am a tremendously accomplished. Here, let me do it the other way. Instead of telling you all my accomplishments, let me tell you the one thing that was wrong with me. I wasn't 6 feet tall. That was the only fucking flaw. So when I asked that girl to dance, she said no. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, which is common. Girls, of course. Then I asked a different girl to dance. No. Kept getting shot down. And by about the third or fourth time I got shot down, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's not me. It is not me. There is no stone left unturned. There is no way it is me. It can't get any better than this. Why? Because I know I'm a fucking quality man. I put in the fucking work. And I proceeded to ask I didn't care. By that time, if it didn't look like they were taken, right? They were not sitting there with a husband or something like that. I asked every girl. There was 31 women in that place. They all shot me down. That, I don't know. Today, with that devastate people, it almost became a game to me. I guess it was the empirical execution and action of you're all wrong and I'm right. I mean, if any, now by that time, I already knew it wasn't me, it was society. I had known that much by that time. But this was just like, you got to be kidding me. You got to be fucking kidding me. How much more do you want? Yeah, I guarantee you could probably be 6'1", and the girls would probably still shoot down. There was something in the air. I have no idea, but it wasn't fucking me. And if you guys would just take the fucking time to be real men, quality men, all that other shit, which many of you are, of course, I'm not slamming on everyone. At least you know it ain't you. At least you're like, nope, I did my best. I stayed in shape. I went to the right degree. I got the right course. I busted my ass off. But if you're the type that sends a wall of text and then does the bait and switch, oh, by the way, I'm a drug addict. Why are we even talking about career, women, dating, finances, home ownership, physical health, nutrition? Why are we talking about that? It's rich. Barfy, blathering. Yours wasn't blathering. It was there. It was still a wall of text, and you still did the bait and switch. But the barfy, emotional, vagina excrement, vomit, diarrhea. I gotta read. And should I get lifting gloves for the gym? That's your fucking question. No, you all need to stop being fucking losers, become real fucking men, quality men, successful men. It actually is quite secondary, if not tertiary, to get the girls up. It's so you're sane. It's so you're sane and you don't waste your fucking life. So when you die, you're not, could you imagine being some gutter punk pothead out of Seattle or Minneapolis or Denver? Could you imagine being some miserable old Gen X spinster Karen bitch in Minneapolis right now who just wasted her life protesting and panhandling for money and saving people who are not getting fucked, having a family and having love? It's the same fucking thing. Everything we criticize everybody else about for literally wasting their fucking lives. And then I got every once in a while, so, hey, how come I'm not making 6 fig and girls are bouncing up and down on my dick? Is it this or is it that? Is it that or is it this? Should I comb my hair the left way, comb my hair the right way? Doesn't matter how you comb your hair. Oh, by the way, I got a criminal record and I banged little kids and I'm a pothead. And yes, I don't know what your drug is, man. I don't know what it is. But by the way, pot is stupid. Pot is not fun. It's not it's as valuable and as valid and as laudable as having socialism or Democrats, leftist philosophy as your fucking ideology. You advocate a fucking parasitic ideology. I'm for enslaving other people to give them their money to me. Right? I understand being parasitic. It's in human nature. But to think it's laudable, like that's your fucking religion, and you potheads are the same fucking thing. Dude, man, shut the fuck up. So sick and tired of dealing with like this baby boomer, but this is going on since the fucking just the weed naturally. You're a fucking loser with nothing going on in life. This is your only fucking religion is pot culture, which I don't know. I don't think it's pot. It didn't seem his writing was. My buddy can identify by physical walking and behavior. I can identify by reading. It doesn't matter what your drug is. Oh, by the way, to the potheads, fuck off. I'm all right if you do podcast. You go do pot all you want. Right? You could actually be a pothead, right? But if that's your fucking life, this is your religion that you die on, like feminists, our hatred of men. Like, there might be some valid points feminism might make. We don't want unequal treatment of human beings based on gender, sure. But when it becomes your fucking flag, same thing with the pot. So knock it off. That's an aside. Only you guys think it's cool. Hell, Chad does pot. I'm okay. You go do your pot. That's fine. Well, man, I'm so my favorite is when they think you're beneath them because you just don't get it, man. It's like fucking all the popular kids in middle school thought they were so cool because whatever, their parents bought them a backpack that was popular. And then they're fucking whatever, in a trailer park doing heroin because dad's debt-laden empire failed and she had to go learn to suck dick at a truck stop to go pay off her student loan. And you're going to lecture normal working people. So the main point, buddy, get off the fucking drugs. Okay? All right. I'll read your question. I'll answer what I think is the best. But it could be me. But I'll tell you this. Here's the other thing. Now, I don't know if you wrote wall of text because you're on drugs or you're just a lazy millennial fuck. I don't even know if you're a millennial. Or if we all do the wall to text to voice thing. I remember one guy had AI write a fucking email for him. I'm like, dude, you're probably too lazy to write your own fucking email. Should I major in chemical engineering or nuclear engineering? You fucking had AI write your email. So let's go through the request, shall we? Let's waste your time. You're not wasting my time. You paid me. And you're getting free advice. Well, I'm telling you what your real fucking problem is. My girlfriend, she's great and amazing. She wants to get married. Oh, she got 3 kids and she beats me up. But she's really great. For those of you guys who have to rationalize why you're marrying an insufferable bitch is because you have nothing else going on in your life and this is the only pussy you've ever gotten. And so you'll do anything to rationalize her atrocious behavior. I was there. I did it when I was a younger man. I got over it at 22. I am currently... Dude, you're in your 30s. I'm going to say you're in your 30s. Wait, did I got the right one? Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is great. You got kids too, huh? Fuck. Fuck you. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not wrong. I asked all 31 of those girls to dance. I know I'm right. I know I'm right on this one too. I'm in my 30s, a single father of children. I won't mention how many. And of last week, I lost my job in the world of IT, right? We keep you anonymous. We want you to keep your job. Fortunately, I have enough savings to be able to pay off all my bills for roughly 5 months. That's great. See, you have the capacity. Why the drugs? Is this good for your children? If it's a good... And like I said, his question is a good question. I'll tell you another thing. When you send walls of text to people, that's just as bad. That's just as much as a career killer. Buddy, I was just fired for no reason. In today's tech recession, I would believe you. Buddy, you sure? You sure it's just tech recession? I have been in IT for the better part of a decade. I have an associate's degree from a community college and some entry-level certs. But I often wonder if I made the wrong career choice and be better doing something else. My parents are well-to-do. Oh, no kidding. Parents lifted the weights for you and have offered to help me go back to school if I want to pursue a bachelor's degree. Do you think it's wise of me to start over in a new industry at my age and possibly go to school for a bachelor's degree? Or should I stick with tech and double down on the skills I currently have so I could keep gaining seniority and experience in the industry? Also, I didn't lose my job to anything performance related. Are you sure? I'm being honest with you. They're not going to tell you the truth. Now, maybe you were part of a bunch of people that got furloughed and laid off. Okay, fine. But I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Walls O text, that I would rather have a pothead than someone who sends walls O texts. But rather some corporate leadership changes that occurred. And the gist is the new boss wanted the new staff and the old staff gone. That's the gist of it anyways. I've considered going into accounting so I can eventually start my own business, but I'm worried that if I start over now, I'll be 40 with no real experience. Oh shit, you'll be 40. Well, it's over then. It's Let me give you the philosophy behind age related concerns in the careers. You're the age you are. It doesn't matter what age you could be 80. Oh my God, you heard they discriminate against old people. So what are you going to do? Sit on your ass? I would not let your age deter you. You don't control your age. I mean, because if you procrastinate and wait, then you'll be 50. I'm worried if I start over now before with no real experience except my tech experience, not be able to meet my long-term financial goals, such as buy a house. Buddy, if you're on drugs, I would not be worried about owning a home. Okay. And you got 2 kids. The mom ain't around for whatever reason. You don't get a house, right? Sometimes you make choices or bad shit, just pure bad luck happens to you, and you don't get things. I've never had a nice car in my life. I've never. I'm trying to think. I afford the nice things now occasionally, but they're not. It wasn't until 2 years ago I could buy the 1909S VDB Wheat Penny, which only really nerdy people are going to know what that is. I wouldn't worry about a house right now, man. I'd be worried about getting off the drugs and raising your fucking kids. And here's the other thing. There are more important people in your world than you right now, and that would be your children. And thank God you have parents that are allowing you to whatever, stay at home, help you out with college or whatever. But buddy, if you're not going to give up the drugs, then what does good luck. Because I'll be honest, from analyzing your request, it's a draw, man. It's a draw. How lazy are you? You said I have an associate's degree in some entry level certifications, and you've been in there for better part of a decade. That seems like a lot of laziness on your part. Shit, I got entry level certs. I mean, they're fucking 15 years old. Why don't you have more certifications? Why don't you it all things being equal, I would put IT and accounting on par with each other. Maybe accounting gets the advantage in terms of its ability to be self-employed more quickly. But in terms of overall ROI, they're pretty close. They're not, neither are a bad field. The only problem is right now you're in a tech recession, which might be a good time to go and skill up. And here's the thing, I'm not familiar with tech. You're more closely related to the field. You're closer to the field than I am. What do you think? You think this AI thing's going to burst? I know, well, the AI thing is going to burst. But are they going to be able to replace entry-level shit? There's just this few things AI can do. It can make thumbnails, and I guess it can program really shitty code. I mean, what's your opinion on it? Have you done some research? Do you know? I knew this when I was in computer science. Like, it depends on whatever's hot at the moment in time. Oh, you got to get a Azure certificate, you got a Microsoft certified engineer. I'll tell you this: if it was me, I'd go learn Linux, and I'd get an expertise on converting small companies from Microsoft to Linux. It's like, yep, we're not doing that. But why some entry level certs? What the fuck, man? I know I have several IT friends, and they were always getting the new certification and testing, and always that was half the fucking job. Why entry level certs? If you start now, you're 40, no real work experience. I think it would probably be a little bit before 40. Also, I'm going to recommend, I don't have it linked below. You don't have to go to college to get it's more akin to the world of IT. You could get certifications in accounting, like your enrolled agent or QuickBooks. Depends on what you want to do within accounting. If you're interested, me and Chad have a course called The World's Greatest Accounting Career. I strongly recommend you pick that because it's going to inform. Here's your strategy. I don't know. Do I take the blonde or the brunette? Well, what do you prefer? They're equally hot. Same boob size, same leg size. Well, what do you want? I think you need to go and research both fields. I think, and I'm not just trying to make a sale here, the best course out there that would help you understand the accounting field would be taking that course on Teachable called The World's Greatest Accounting Career. So how about you stop doing drugs for a week and take the savings and buy that? Right. So that's one. And then you're informed about that. Then you must have some buddies in the internet or the IT world. Again, I'm not familiar with it. What's the consensus? What's going on? I do know IT people are getting laid off. I do know that. I know all the major IT computer software company tech industry has a hard on for AI because they'd love nothing more than replace you guys with AI, which I think will fail. But that might take 5 years for them to realize. I'll tell you this. I think you could do, but I don't think you need a bachelor's degree. And you certainly don't need to go to a physical school to get a bachelor's degree in accounting. I strongly recommend you take that World's Greatest Accounting Career because that's one of like 4 or 3 ways you could go get and start working in accounting, including self-employment. It's you don't want to go to a physical school, too expensive. You don't have to go to school. So take that to inform yourself. Then you could better judge. Do you want the blonde or the brunette? And then I'd also go like, are there, and maybe some people in the audience have a recommendation, some IT experts. Is there a field in IT that isn't reeling right now? Is there a field that is hiring? We're like, yep, sit down and fucking study, get this certification. Because I understand, and I agree with you. You put in a foundation into IT. It kind of would suck to start over. So if there was a certification you could get, or a couple certifications you could get, and you don't have to go back to accounting, and you could find yourself a job in IT, okay. And you've only been unemployed since last week. I'll tell you this. Here's another bit of strategy. It's nothing I haven't said before. Both. You lost your job last week. So what? Have you tried applying for other jobs? Start applying for other jobs. A lot of it is that you don't control it 100%, right? All you put yourself out there, and then the world has to respond. You're like playing tennis. Are they going to hit it back? Where are they going to hit it back? Going to be this. I got to dodge left or I got to dodge right. So I keep it more fluid. I would not commit to one thing or the other, or I would commit to both kind of. Why don't you first do your research? See if there's a certification or world out there where you would get more gainfully employed in the world of IT. Start applying for jobs. It's only been a week. You might get a really good job, and then this would be academic, a moot discussion. The accounting, because you only have so much time. You got kids. If your parents going to pay for shit, that frees up some time. It's not bad to learn accounting. It really isn't. So if you wanted to take a course or two online, accredited, but online, so you're not driving, learn about the world of accounting, it's not going to hurt you. Won't hurt you at all. Who knows? You might like it. So you got maybe a little bit of an exploratory phase, but yeah, go do your research. Take that course, World's Greatest Accounting Career. That should answer it, whether it's even feasible for you or not, whether you'd like this or not. Keep sending out resumes. See if there's a World of IT certification that you'd like. And then I compare the two, what you know about accounting, taking that course, and whatever other additional research you might have found, and that other certification. Like, how long does it take? Is it in the field of IT that you like? They're both dreadfully boring fields. That's why they're paid. Um, and I'll tell you this with accounting, yeah, it's going to be a while before you're hired. And the best route is you go work for H&R Block during tax season and make your $17 or $20 an hour. You're going to be underpaid for a while there. It's true. You're going to have to work security or something like that. So I do both attacks, both fronts. Find some kind of job. I'm going to strongly recommend you. Boy, you're right at the age. Have you thought about the mile in the military? They might deploy you, and then you got to worry about who's going to take care of your kids. But you're gonna. What I was going to say is, what about working security? Right, you work at night, work security, study, do all this research, so you got some money coming in, and then you can figure out what should you major in, or study, or pursue. Might be a bit of both. But yeah, I don't. If I had to lean one way, well, the truth is I just keep sending out resumes. If you got a job, that will answer your question. You don't have to worry about this. But I'd probably lean more towards the IT certifications in your case, because you don't have no. That's some impressive experience years wise that you got there. I'd probably lean towards the certification route, because here's the thing. By the way, accounting is also self-study and certification. Are you going to do it, or are you going to stop at the minimum? I've considered going into accounting so I could start my own business. I'm worried if I have to start 40, no real work experience. So if I buy a house, don't worry about the house. You're not worrying about the house. You don't get to worry about a house. Save for retirement. You do have to worry about that and have something to put back for my kids, to name a few. Thanks for the advice. And I'm like, okay, well, that was a fair question. Now, here's where you rug pull me. Also forgive. Well, you did the wall of text. Forgive me if this isn't an appropriate way to add to my request. Well, see, why didn't you think of this before? This is free advice, right? Now, it takes more of my time, but I think you bring a very important point here that benefits everybody, and that is the part about being a good, if not great man. Okay? It works so much better if you are a great man. Career, dating, otherwise. And based on how you describe how you got laid off, yeah, it does sound like that wasn't performance-based. But then you say this, an appropriate way to request, but want to be completely honest with you and add the following to my original message. I am also occasionally using drugs that I don't want to disclose the substance itself, but drug use is something I've struggled with on and off with for many years of my life and is truly one of my biggest regrets. Where was that? Cappy, I met this girl. She was sweet and kind, and I'm going to go on a date with her. Should I go on the date with her? Yeah, go on the date with her. P.S. I'm married. Do you think that's relevant and germane to the analysis? No, go on the date with the girl anyway. Go, just don't judge. No, not really. Complicates it a little bit, but no. How hot is she? Oh, look, and I can't be too hard on you on the drug use. I'm an alcoholic. I went to AA. I stopped drinking, but at the end of the day, and it's not a theory. It's not a camp of two lines of thoughts. You got to realize that the drug is more powerful than you, and you could go to an outside force. But at the end of the day, and it helps. It helps you to realize. I think it's better to realize that you have a genetic predisposition that you do not control. Like, you got to stay the fuck away from that, right? I've seen people drink, they're fine. They don't. And maybe mine's more psychological than might be genetic. But if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it 120%. And that's a bad personality when it comes to drugs or alcohol or any kind of chemical abuse. So I understand you want to give it up, but buddy, at the end of the day, you're going to have to fucking give it up. And it is no doubt having it. Did you email me when you were high? Because I saw walls that this is also a wall of text. Your follow-up email was a wall of text. It's cost me so many good opportunities and healthy relationships in life. There you go. Yes, it probably has. And despite being keenly aware of this fact, I continue to partake in the occasion. I can't help you, buddy. Go. You got to not. Don't go to a therapist. All right, fuck therapists. Go to like an Al-Anon, Alcoholics AA. But I don't know. It doesn't sound like alcohol is your drug. Go to Narcotics Anonymous. Go to whatever the drug it is that you're doing. It's probably Narcotics Anonymous. Go there. It's free. It's free. Technically, it's not. You're supposed to bring a couple bucks and toss it into the kitty. So go get some ones like you're going to the strip club, but this will not be as fun as it. Although I'll tell you, the strip clubs were never that fun. I never liked strip clubs. AA, occasionally there's some interesting conversations. Yeah, man. You just go. And the only other advice, I mean, there's books written about it. When you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, let us know. And stop doing the drugs. I wouldn't say I'm a full-blown addict, but I know it's detracted from my overall being and I need to quit. Yeah, and you're right. Walls of text. I hadn't used in a long time until I lost my job and I relapsed. I'm ultimately reaching out to you because I feel like I am stagnant in my life. I can't decide how to move forward and move forward. Yeah, I understand the relapse. I was sober for almost 2 years one time, and then an accident happened, not me. And yeah, I relapsed. And then, another 4 years of drinking. I get it. You need to stop. Go. Here's the other thing about the anonymous groups. They're usually one every day. It's not like they're not around. And certainly if you're willing to drive, you can find one any day. Don't do the drugs. Go to a meeting. Go there. Your brain needs something to do. Or at least in my world, it was like, oh, go hang out with the AA people. Go to Narcotics Anonymous. Hang out with them. Tell them what happened. Say, yeah, man, well, yeah, don't worry. You'll be fine. Which you will. I feel like I'm staying in it and can't decide on how to move forward. Here's the reason why you feel stagnant and don't know how to move forward in your career is because you are at a moment of stagnantness and you don't know how to move forward, which is fine. You just got laid off last week. In other words, I'm trying to tell you is your situation is not a problem. You are momentarily stagnant. And sometimes, when you lose your job, you got to sit and reevaluate. There's a reevaluation process and research. That's why I'm saying you got to go out and research like, do I want accounting? Do I want IT? You're not supposed to have the answer like that. Of course, there's a reassessment stage. This is perfectly fine. This is normal. I'll tell you, if you weren't getting promoted as much in your career, unless because you have entry-level certs and you have the better part of a decade in IT. So there's that. Feels as if I'm just going through the motions. Can't seem to rekindle the passion, motivation for my life to progress further than that. It's another. Dude, life sucks, especially work. I'm sorry. Were you Becky from Edina and thought work was going to be fun? Of course work sucks. Work is boring. You're not supposed to have passion for work. You're supposed to get money. Your passion should be your kids or your hobbies or your excellence or your pursuits. Being a quality man. You're not. You're innocent in some very interesting ways or cute ways. Like, oh my God, my career is staying. Well, yeah, you just got laid off. I don't feel motivated or passionate. Well, yeah, you work in IT. Chad's not passionate about taxes. Who's passionate about taxes? These are all normal things, man. You don't have a problem. These are perfectly normal things. If you were like, it's great, I got laid off and I'm going to sit and sponge, then you'd have a problem. But drugs are bad for you. You are aware maybe your career's not going as much as it is. Going through the motion can't rekindle the passion, motivation in my life to progress farther in tech. You're not supposed to. Yeah, put work in works category. And the only purpose work has is to generate the money for you to go and live your life and have a passion. Now you have kids. I would make that your passion. They are interesting creatures. Little kids say and do interesting things. You're like, oh, how fun and curious. I don't know. And want to go maybe pick up bowling or whatever it is you wanted to do. That's where your passion is. But work, that's just where you go to give people part of your life, and they give you money so you could go live your life. And while I do have a genuine love for learning, I often go back and forth between disliking IT and tech and tell myself I'd be dumb to start it. But it doesn't matter what you like. Okay, here's another thing I want. Okay, we're going to do this again. I wrote a book, How Not to Become a Millennial. It's almost 500 pages. But the only chapter, I mean, it's all brilliant. The only chapter is the one on careers. Go pick up the book, How Not to Become a Millennial, and read the chapter on careers. Only American and Western women believe that their career is supposed to be fun or educating or rewarding. You make money. That's what your career is. IT is boring. It is. I wasn't like, oh boy, I get to get the Cisco server and hook it up and route shit. That wasn't fun. I get to subnet. I get to supranet. Oh my God. Binary math. No, I would love to play Yakuza. I mean, my dream job would be I get to play Yakuza all day, get a blowjob from a big-titted redhead, and I get to go hiking. And then I get to drink, but have none of the bad side effects. That would be my dream. That would be the dream. But that you can't have that be your job. And telling myself I'd be dumb to start over when I've invested better part of a decade of my life into developing this skill set. Sorry if this is a lot to digest. It's all fine. You just need to use paragraphs. But I look forward to your response because I know you'll be brutally honest, which is I need. Thanks. Yeah, give up the drugs. I have to speculate because of the drug use and the walls of text. You are not performing at your best. I'm also going to assume that because you have entry-level certs that long ago, you didn't hustle. I'm going to imagine the woman that was the mother of your children left you because of your drug use, because it cost you everything. But for your actual question, that's a tough one, man. But I'll tell you this, I wouldn't be taking the lackadaisical pick your butt approach you did with IT. You either go get your accounting certifications quickly or you get another IT certification quickly. But stop here. I'll tell you this right now. Stop looking for a fun career. There are no fun careers. None. Except mine. But this isn't a career. This is dumb fucking luck. That's all it is. The fucking frauds on you. You got to hustle like me, bro. Let me tell you how to do the influencer. Fuck you. You got lucky. So there you go. If I had to, it seems like you got this. Well, maybe I'll like accounting more. No, you won't. It's boring. I would lean toward, once you understand you will never have an exciting day in the world of IT and it's just a job, then I think you can more soberly and accurately analyze which career path you want. I'm going to lean towards IT because you don't have nothing in that field. You got something in that field. And again, if there's this magical certification that you could get that would work. But at the same time, God, if you could slowly pick up the skill anyway in accounting, just to have another skill set, because these corporate fuckos, oh my God, fuck them. Like the accounting, you don't go into accounting because it's fun. You go into it for self-employment. That's the main reason you go into accounting. All right. Link below, I have several resources. The larger lesson here is don't bother trying self-improvement or having an exciting life or career or girls or whatever. Don't bother trying if you're not going to be a quality man. I have where to go. Where is it? Do I have it? That's not it. Here. If I don't unplug everything. One of the main, if not the main thing in this book, Christian men ain't getting laid because, surprise, Christian women aren't really Christian women. They're secular and lying about Christianity because Christianity provides a lot of biblical gobbledygook that you can misquote and then deny men sex because a lot of women don't like sex, but they want the money and stability comes with marriage. There, I just explained this book. The main point of this, one of the main points of this book is to be hot or go home. All right. It's the same thing, guys. It's the same thing. This entire red pill, make your life count, bitches be cray cray. I want to get the girls, but on my terms, I want to make the most of my life. It doesn't matter if you're not going to put in the work. If you're not going to be a high quality man, none of it matters. And way too many people use it as revenge prawn to get back at the girls. Ah, look at those bitches. Ha ha ha. They I mean, I won't lie. I mean, yeah, it's also revenge prawn for myself a little bit because I had to deal with some just tremendous amounts of tremendously despicable women. I won't lie about that. But it doesn't mean jack if you ain't got a job, you ain't got a career, drug addict, walls owe text. So, you know, I love me a good Joker. Joker, I love Joker. He's a friend. He's like a brother. All right. But I don't want to, those rascally woman got, no, I got shit going on. I want to go hike. I want to go visit Joker. I want to hang out with Joker. That'd be cool to go hike. He was a marathon guy. He could kick my ass. Oh, he looks like, you know, a guy who's going to make a really good Santa when he starts getting gray hair, like he'd make a good Santa. Don't be fooled. He has a very unique background. Bouncer at a strip club. Oh yeah. Joker, he's an interesting cat. All right, let's go to this super chats here. 3 Jaguar, $5. Wallow Tex corn stars doing male foot Nebraska while wearing a fursuit. Oh wait, not Kevin. You dick. Oh, I guess there's a furry community in Rapid City. A friend of mine, like, oh yeah, there's a furry community. I'm like, what? I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, there's enough people, 1 or 2. Like, nope, there's a fair amount. Arthur, $5. I'm in my late 30s, starting a new career 5 years ago. Double my income now, making 100,000 a year. Life's never been better. Thank you for your help, Cappy. I am merely telling you the rules that the real world is forcing on you, that society desperately wishes to obscure and hide from you as you fail trying to do what society told you to do, playing by society's set of rules, not the real world set of rules. It's all I'm doing because I was lied to too. I was told every fucking bit of bullshit. Chad Twizzler stroke, $5. Cappy from yesterday's super chat. Your parents saying not to fight back from bullies is awful. Yeah, it is. It is. My dad told me the opposite, and I did. I wish I had me. Well, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell the resources. Resources linked below. The Dad You Never Had. It's a course. However, this guy's parents are still married, so I don't think he needs that. He just needs to get off the drugs and work more. There's the answer to everybody. Work more. Bachelor Pad Economics, the Financial Advice Bible for Men. And if you want it, I don't have it linked below, but the world's greatest accounting career that's available on Teachable for those of you who are interested in an accounting career. And me and Chad put that course together so you could do it as quickly and affordably as possible. There is a corporate route, right? You could go to school. Yeah, you can get. We're not saying don't get a bachelor's degree. It's just like don't fucking pay $300,000 a year at fucking Middlebury to get it. Western Governors University is your answer, sirs and madams. Mimi Verda, the king. $5. Go get a daytime security job. No, not daytime. You got to do it nighttime. Daytime, people ask you questions. And the problem is you got to answer them. Here's the problem with daytime security. You become the secretary. Where's the bathrooms? Where do I go? Oh my God, do you know where this is? I'm trying to meet my friend. You are not paid enough. The irony is nighttime security, you get paid more money. A shift differential, yeah, like $1 or $2 more an hour, nothing fancy. When you do way more work in the daytime, way more work. and petty fucking bullshit. Because corporations got to save money, and then it's not just security induced. Because I would cover daytime shifts. Oh, fuck me with a pogo stick. Checking people in. I lost my badge. I don't read that. I don't this. I don't that. Wait, is this my loss? Where do I go? Give me the garage in a downtown office building at 3 a.m. anytime. Get a daytime security job to study while making money and be grateful your parents are willing to help you out with the kiddos. Our graveyard where kids sleeping. Yeah. There's no not suffering in this. There's no, Cappy, how do I get bigger muscles without pain? You don't. How do I improve my life without pain? You don't. And that's why I get pissed off with not so much his, but all these like, it's, remember how I never, God, that video must have gone around the world where I lost my shit because I had yet another East Indian. How do I get the girls in the United States? And it was all about how do I not go to the gym or put in hard work and become what they want? And I lost it. Fucking lost it. I'm like, I'm never telling you weak ass motherfuckers how to get girls again. I'm so fucking sick and tired of it. It's the same thing. How do I make the 6 figs, bro? How do I do this? How do I succeed in life without working? But bro, get this, bro. Without like having to work hard, like how could I party hard, but like without the work hard? Fucking infuriating. Chad Twizzler stroke, $2. A lot of chats not going through because of censorship. Yeah, I know. When I try and give a super chat to whoever, you got to use stupid. I know. I know. Can you be clever with, S's? You use dollar signs and yeah, whatever you want. Just, I mean, the super chats are coming through. If you write, liberal girls are awesome and women are amazing and brave and empowered. And, oh my God, I love minorities. And let's implement socialism and free healthcare for all, right? If you write that, it gets through. But you say, you should shut up and work hard. Oh my God, rejected. Lose weight by exercising more and eating less. Oh, we can't have that. Men can't have periods. Oh my God, hunt him down and kill him and his family and everybody and burn it to the ground, put salt on the earth. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.